Welcome back. In this video, we'll start learning about object-oriented programming in Kotlin. Imagine you have a box of Lego bricks. Each Lego brick is a small piece of a bigger puzzle. You can create different things by combining these bricks in various ways. You might build a spaceship, a house, or a car by snapping together these colorful blocks. In the world of programming, OOP is a bit like playing with Lego bricks. Instead of bricks, you have objects. Each object is a small piece of your program. These objects can represent things like animals, people, or even concepts like car or book. OOP stands for Object-Oriented Programming. Procedural programming is about writing procedures or methods that perform operations on data, while object-oriented programming is about creating objects that contain both data and methods. Object-oriented programming has several advantages over procedural programming. OOP is faster and easier to execute. OOP provides a clear structure for the programs. OOP helps to keep the Kotlin code dry, don't repeat yourself, and makes the code easier to maintain, modify, and debug. OOP makes it possible to create full reusable applications with less code and shorter development time. We're going to learn about the OOP concepts in the next videos. But as a quick introduction for these concepts, like classes, think of a class as a blueprint or a set of instructions for creating objects. Just like you might have a blueprint for building a Lego spaceship, you have a class that defines how an object should behave and what data it should store. Objects are like the actual Lego spaceship or cars you build following the instructions in the blueprint. In OOP, you create objects based on the class's instructions. Each object can have its own unique data and can perform actions. Class functions or methods are like the actions an object can perform, just like a Lego car can move, stop, honk, brake, and other method. So an object can have methods that allow it to do things. For example, a dog object might have a bark method. Inheritance. Imagine you have a Lego set for building vehicles. You might have instructions for building cars, trucks, and motorcycles. OOP allows you to create new classes based on existing classes, inheriting their properties and methods. It's a bit like using parts from different Lego sets to create something new. Encapsulation. This is like putting your Lego spaceship inside a box to protect it. In programming, encapsulation means keeping the details of how an object works hidden and only exposing what's necessary. This helps prevent accidental changes to an object's data. And we're gonna learn about interfaces, abstractions, polymorphisms, and more. In Kotlin, OOP helps you organize your code in a way that makes it easier to understand, maintain, and extend. You can create objects that represent real-world things and give them properties and actions, just like you'd play with Lego bricks to build your creations.